have the report on that cargo we stole from Cypher's truck. The PF was transporting two things. The analysis of that malachite has come back first. Naturally, the main compound is copper. There's also a small amount of cobalt. Nothing unusual so far. Southern Zaire is a well-known copper belt. However, in addition to these, we also detected a trace amount of uranium. The content percentage, though, is too low for nuclear development. It most likely came from Shinkalobwe mine. That's where the uranium in that area comes from. The mine's closed, as all the high-purity uranium ore dried up a long time ago, but you could probably still find it there in small quantities. That said, there are plenty of other uranium mines that are in operation, like in Niger, Namibia, South Africa. Why go to an abandoned mine to scrape up whatever's left and ship it out in mass quantities without refining it? They were transporting that yellow cake too, which would suggest they have the technology to refine uranium. Anyway, that about sums it up. Unfortunately, the analysis of that yellow cake is taking a little longer. I'll let you know when it's done.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
Intel team members are being held captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live. It appears that one of our two men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's the last we heard from him. Your map is marked with a predicted field of movement based on where his transmissions cut off. The other man is still captive inside the encampment. Boss, rescue our men. Extract them both and get them back to Mother Base. Be careful down there, boss!
The map has been updated. Please select a deployment point. Infiltrated out. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Kaziba camp, an enemy outpost. It's got good visibility and not many places
Marker
to hide.
placed.
Use the landscape wherever possible.
Analysis complete. The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Extraction arrived at
That's
Mother
him.
Base.
That's the target.
The
He's
map
injured.
has been
Looks half
updated.
starved too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper.
They kept saying the disease was her fault. Just shouting it at me. Over and over.
Caution, rain approaching. Analysis complete.
Champion, dit is Delta 6. Die ontsnapte gevangene is nergens in sig nie. We moeten ons voortgaan. Hoor.
Reserveer, begrijp.
Please select a landing zone.
die zoektocht en keer terug naar jouw posten. Uit.
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Kept saying, you think we're angry? The poor bastards from Massa Village will bleed you all dry for this.
helicopter has arrived.
Now, rescue the other target. Head to the forest to the north of the encampment.
Marker placed. Support helicopter has arrived.
That's the way.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Alles gespannt, das sind wir. Fokus alle für auf die Helikopter.
Our staff member on the run last contacted us from that force. The enemy PF already has troops spread out in a manhunt to find him. Keep your eyes open. Extract our man before their search team can find him. Check his location on your iDroid.
Das sind wir, begrijp.
Reach the target's predicted field of movement. If he's gone to ground, he'll have hidden himself somewhere in that area. Find him.
You have arrived at your marker removed. Intel file obtained.
The
The map
target's
has been
transmitter.
updated.
He must have dropped it trying to contact us again. Judging from its data log, not much time has passed since the transmitter was dropped. He should be close by. I'm updating the target's predicted field of movement.
GPS Delta 6. Delta 6, wat voor? Kom in, Delta 6.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Wat is de situatie? Alle eenheden, staan bij.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Hey!
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Dat is CFDF, begrijp. Lay off your rudder. Uit.
Development complete.
CFP, de Syrië. Verdachte persoon raken zien. Bekijk van noorden. Goed. Dat is CFDF, begrijp. Eerst op je rudder. Uit.
Development complete. Development complete.
too. Roger that.
Analysis complete.
I'll never forget this.
We got some information out of that soldier you extracted. His squad was on their way to the encampment to execute our intel team member. That transmitter you spotted has helped us narrow down where to look. Find him before it's too late.
Siemens Delta 2. Ons hulpbron en waarschijnlijke indringer. Bijstand alsjeblieft. Oor. Er is CSDF, begrijp. Alles kies van een bestiet omgeving. Roei die indringer uit.
You have arrived at your destination.
Siemens Delta 3. De gevangene wordt vermist. Lijkt alsof hij ontsnapt. Oor. Er is CSDF, begrijp. We gaan een zoektocht. Zo gauw als mogelijk. Uit.
Analysis complete.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
The map has been
All right,
updated.
that's the target. Quickly, extract him while you can. Confirmed extraction of both targets. Boss,
Mission
on behalf of all
ordered.
the Diamond
Leasing a
Dogs,
support helicopter
Thank you.
requested.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
Please select a mission.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss. The NGO that asked us to rescue wild animals isn't ready to take them in yet. So we had no choice but to build an animal conservation platform. The NGO said they'll cover all expenses, including the day-to-day housing and feeding costs. If you're interested, Take the chopper over and have a look. One of the job offers we received concerns me.
Mission list
There's a PF
updated.
commander who's been talking big about getting into the nuclear arms trade. This could be connected to that yellow cake. And there's another contract I'd like you to handle. It's a wet job, but we need to divert Cypher's attention. Check the mission list for the details.
Boss, sorry to keep you waiting. We finally finished analyzing that yellow cake Cypher was moving. There was nothing unusual about the composition of the yellow cake itself. Most of it was oxidized uranium, with the rest being impurities, various metals as well as traces of organic matter. What's interesting is the composition of these impurities. When we checked them against the impurities found in the copper ore, it was clear the yellow cake didn't come from Shinkolobwe, meaning they went to the trouble of mining two sources of uranium, then transported them together in different states. Another thing, we detected a very thin layer of highly enriched uranium in the middle of the yellow cake. Now that is very interesting. It may not be a lot, but it points to the existence of uranium-enriching technology. After all, yellow cake can't naturally produce highly enriched uranium. If they could mass produce this, they'd be just one step away from a gun barrel type nuclear bomb. But uranium enrichment requires advanced technology and a large-scale facility. If that kind of place existed in Zaire, the Soviet Union wouldn't sit idly by. And there's another question. Where were they transporting the yellow cake and malachite uranium? The first place that comes to mind is South Africa. The government was supposed to have abandoned nuclear weapons development after caving to international pressure. But rumors persist that it's continued in secret. Plus, ZRS were escorting the truck, and they're based out of South Africa. And then South Africa does have an abandoned test site. If Cypher's involved with nuclear development in South Africa. But how would that fit with their weapon to surpass Metal Gear? We need more information.
Shinkolobwe.